Marley Jane asked, can you take your ball python to the store with you or like on a walk? And this is true to a point. You don't want to be taking your ball python out all the time. Let them run around your bed or something like that. Well, let them slither around your bed because this is how their body is. Hey you guys, it's MJ and welcome back to Pet Adventures again. So we are still on the daily video series. If you're new to my channel, we are doing a daily video series. I know it's crazy, but it's getting done. We do vlogsy type videos where I bring you guys along with me. And then we have these sit-down videos, which are these videos where we talk about all things pets. So today we are doing a simple Q&A, and I don't do Q&As very often, so let's get right into it. Nicole Hitt says, off topic, but I took my mice to the vets and they have respiratory infections and got liquid meds. How did you give Brownie meds? Because it seemed pretty simple to you. Well, I have been medicating animals for a while now. I've been medicating animals since I started working at the chain pet stores that I worked at. I was medicating animals on a daily basis, so it's not that simple, but you do get used to it. Basically, when I gave Brownie his liquid medicine, all I really had to do was hold him really tightly and firmly, but not too tight enough to hurt him, in a towel. You do have to do this in a towel. Even if you have the tamest mouse ever, you do really need to hold them in a towel. It's super hard to do it just by your regular two hands. And if you have a partner to help you out, I highly recommend doing that, so that one person can actually give the liquid medicine and one person can hold the mouse and the rat, whatever it is that you're giving it to, or even a hamster. It's insanely hard to get all these little mice and rats on their back showing their stomach, because their stomach is a vulnerable type area. They would never want to show you that. So even the tamest of rats and mice will not put up with this that well. So best solution, wrap them up in a towel and just give the medicine accordingly. And take your time, always have lots of patience. You never want to rush the process of medicating animals. Apex and Apollo Vlogs says, hey MJ, I have two rats that fight but don't hurt each other. Do you know what they are doing? Well, I actually deal with this quite often. Charlie and Oscar fight quite a lot when it comes to food, but they never inflict any real pain on each other. Maybe sometimes a little bit of mental pain, but they never actually give each other any pain. There are no wounds, there are no real things happening. So if you find your rats that are fighting quite frequently, but not really giving each other any kind of wounds or anything like that, I really wouldn't worry about it too much. If blood is not drawn, then it's not that serious of a fight. They're just bickering, they're just being bitter with each other and they are having some issues that they're trying to work out, but it's nothing to worry about. I do deal with this quite a lot. All I would really recommend is that if they are fighting quite frequently and they're not stopping the fight and it just keeps going, even if they aren't hurting each other, I do recommend separating them. It is the best solution to just separate them when they're fighting and then bring them back together, you know, a little bit later. So you don't want to let the fight go on. Even if there aren't any wounds, I still would break them up for just a few minutes and then bring them back together, because even if they're not physically hurting each other, you don't want your rats to be in any kind of mental torture. It's not good that they're still fighting. So even if you're having a fight with a person you know, even if you guys aren't getting physical, it's not really good for you guys to still keep fighting, is it? Even if it's just words, it's not really good for you guys to keep fighting or anything like that. So kind of same thing with rats. It's not fair to just keep letting them fight. So when Charlie and Oscar fight, and they do fight quite a lot when it comes to food only, I just separate them. I let them eat separately. Sometimes I try to let them work it out a little bit. I don't stress over it too much, but yeah, that's what I would recommend. Lucy asked, what is musking? Musking is an odor that male mice give off. I do have a new male mouse that I'm supposed to be taking back to the pet store because I thought it was a female, by the way, and I'm smelling musking right now. But musking is a type of scent that is given off in the urine of most male mice, well, all male mice, and I don't really know if it comes off of their skin, but it's a terrible smell that they only give off when they are really stressed out and feeling insecure in their house. It does go away within a few months. Usually when I have a male mouse, it usually is for about, the period is usually like 2 months, no more than 2 months usually, for the musking period to be over. But they do musk a lot when they're first at their house because they feel insecure and their smell gives off a smell that says like go away to other mice. So it's just something that happens when they're really scared, and it does go away. How can I bathe my mice? You don't. No. You can use like a little baby wipe, but I've never heard of mice needing baths. Like, my mice don't really get that dirty. Your Soggy asked, would you mind making more videos on balloon mollies? I will, I swear. I just haven't got around to it, but I will do it, I swear. Can you make a video on... Okay, I am not going to attempt to say this name. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is just gibberish. So, not gonna attempt the name. But they did ask, can you make a video on what you feed your ratties? And do you ever plan on breeding little ratties? Love your vids. Thank you. And I don't plan on breeding rats, but I do plan on breeding mice in the future. That's definitely something I want to do, and I want to go to a local, I want to go to one of those local places where you get a booth and you sell your ratties, and well, you sell them up for, well, you basically have them adopted out, like people adopt them. But that's something I might want to do in the future maybe, but I mostly want to focus on breeding mice because I feel like it would be easier because you don't need quite as much space for the babies. And I haven't made a full video on what I feed my rats, but I will do that in the future. I typically feed them whatever fruit is available in the house. So if I have raspberries, blueberries, or bananas, I will feed that to them. And I don't feed them too much veggies, but I do feed them a lot of fruit. And I basically feed them all of my rodents this, and then I gotta admit, you're supposed to feed mice a seed mix, but I haven't done that. But you're supposed to feed mice a seed mix. Sunseed is really, really good. I like sunseed. I do. But yeah, that's basically what I feed them, and every now and then I'll let them have a cheat day and just kind of let them have a bite of whatever I'm eating, as long as it's not too spicy or too unhealthy like candy or something like that. Of course not. But if I'm eating like a sandwich or something like that, I let them have a little bit of the bread, a little bit of the meat. By the way, they really love meat. My ratties really enjoy like sandwich meat, and then they also really enjoy bananas. They go crazy for bananas more than any fruit I've ever gave them. But raspberries, blueberries, bananas, that's typical. I'll do a little bit of egg for protein, a little bit of peas, a little bit of green beans. Things like that are pretty much on the regular. Can you do a daily cat care routine video? I will be working on this very soon. I haven't gotten to it because there's a lot of other videos I'm trying to get out of the way, but I don't know if it's the same person that keeps asking, but I have seen this a couple times. So cat care routine will be coming up, I promise. I gotta get a lot of things out of the way, but it will be coming. I'm estimating that I'll be doing the cat care routine probably in about next week. Like next week, I think we'll be on the cat care routine videos. So try to expect sometime next week. So I don't know exactly the day for next week, but should be coming by then. Marley Jane asked, can you take your ball python to the store with you or like on a walk? And this is true to a point. You don't want to be taking your ball python out all the time. No, you don't want to be doing it every single day. That's definitely unhealthy. They need their breaks. But you do need to let your ball python out every day, or just about every other day. Let them run around your bed or something like that. Well, let them slither around your bed, because this is how their body is. But I do recommend bringing them to the pet store with you every now and then. By the way, I plan on making a video on me taking Phoenix to Petco and PetSmart. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I can't wait to see people's reactions to it. They're gonna be like, ah! But you definitely can take them out to the pet store. They actually like meeting people. Once a ball python or corn snake, milk snake, whatever, a lot of those types of snakes, once they really get used to the whole world and people picking them up and seeing people and smelling things and all that kind of thing, once they've done that in life, they really like meeting new people. They're very curious little snakes, and that's really what I love about ball pythons and corn snakes. This isn't a question, but Eric Grossman said that sand should be banned, and boy, I agree. It should be banned. It doesn't need to be for most reptiles or even fish. Like these guys, they'll eat it up and die. Derpolotl Exotics asked, the rats never fail to make an appearance, so maybe you could do a pet room tour. That would be cool. Okay, you guys always ask me to do a pet room tour, but here's the thing. I don't have a beautiful room. Look, I'm gonna tell you something, guys, okay? I actually plan on doing a big makeover on my room in a few months. I really do. I plan on making a big makeover on it. There's going to be all kinds of crazy stuff in my room. It's literally going to be a room makeover, pets edition for the channel, okay? It really is going to happen. It's going to have to happen in time, but this is something I plan on doing. But right now, I don't like the way my room looks, okay? I will give you guys a tour of my pets and their cages, but a room tour, no. Sorry about that, you guys. I love you guys, but it's not something that I feel comfortable doing just yet. Wait until I do that makeover, though. Riley Skull Teddy asked, does your cage stink when having a rat? Not really. When you have rats, you just need to clean them really often, and then after that, you don't really need to worry about it. Like, I clean my cage about every 3 days, and I don't do a thorough cleaning either. Keep in mind, you guys, I only do thorough cleans like once every other week, and then the rest of the time, I'm just switching out the fleece a lot and soaking the fleece and making sure that it smells really, really good. So, I don't really have to do much with it, and it will smell if I don't clean it within 3 days, but other than that, it's pretty good. So it also depends on where you're keeping your rats and things like that, and how big your cage is. But as a whole, if you're having a cage that's about my size, then I would recommend doing every 3 days if you can, and especially if it's going to be in your room. This can also help if you do spot cleaning. I try to do spot cleaning, not gonna lie, I don't always get to it, but it does help. But if you do enough cleaning, no, they will not stink. And rats themselves do not stink. I've never had my rats themselves smell bad. It's only like their urine and feces that would smell. Kendra Animal Lover asked, have you ever thought of getting a rabbit? Because I'm getting a Holland Lop rabbit on my 13th and 14th birthday. I'm 12. Oh, good for you. But no, I do not plan on getting a rabbit. I love rabbits, but they are too much for me to take care of, and they are a lot of commitment. They need their own rooms. They need their own free room space. So, no, I don't ever plan on getting a rabbit because I probably will never have a room dedicated to it or a space dedicated to it. But I do love rabbits. They do make great pets, but they're more of a commitment because they need so much space. Jasmine Ellis asked, how long did it take to potty train your ratties? And on average, my ratties are only half potty trained. They're not fully potty trained. And on average, usually it takes a rat about a week, maybe 2 weeks to learn potty training at all. It's kind of a natural instinct. Just make sure that every time they poop somewhere in the cage that you don't want them to poop, take that poop. You can take it with your hands, or you can take it with a paper towel, whatever's more comfortable with you, gloves, whatever. But take those poops and put them directly in the litter box so that they know every time they need to go to the bathroom, it all goes down there, so they don't get all that mess down there. You know what I'm saying? You know. Isabella Clary asked, can you give rats regular sticks from outside if they are clean? And the only way I would say that this is safe is if you heavily boil them. That's the only way I can think of. I don't know if you can boil a stick. Can you boil a stick? I don't know. I've never tried. If you can't do that, forget it. Because They need to be thoroughly cleaned because you have no idea what peed on it, what chewed its mouth on it, you know what I'm saying? So, no. No. I wouldn't do it. Natalie Fiskar, hi. Hi! Glad you came to just say hi. Thank you. Oh, someone said, I love your goldfish. They are so big and healthy and active and beautiful. Thank you. They love you guys too. They love you guys. Carrie McPherson asked, how much is it to visit the vet? Depends on your vet, girl. Call your local vet. They all have different prices. Depends on the vet, depends on the animal. Do the math. Camilla Perdoma asks, what kind of snake do you have? My sister has a snake. I've got a fireball python. They're wonderful snakes. Yippee-ki-yay. Kevin White asked, can you keep a mouse in a bin cage? You could, because you can keep hamsters in a bin cage, but I would not recommend it because they have the ability to chew out of a bin cage. I wouldn't recommend it. So tanks are pretty good. As long as you clean them enough, it's fine. And if you're going to get a cage that has like bars on it, make sure it's plenty big. And make sure that the bar spacing is tiny, teeny, eeny, weeny, weeny, weeny. Like this is pretty small. I have a mouse in this currently. Don't worry, he doesn't live in this. He's going back to PetSmart. He's super cute, but I didn't know he was a male. He was supposed to be a female with the females that I got. By the way, I did get Blossom her sisters. And, well, I got her a sister. That was supposed to be a second sister, but it turned out to be a boy. Yeah. Whoops. Do you have a heater in your betta tank? I do, because heaters are where it's at, so you know how to help them. More rat videos. Girl, I'm trying. Okay. Melanese asks, can tarantulas eat different types of tiny bugs? And they can. As long as it's alive, they can eat it. They'll eat crickets, they'll eat beetles, they'll eat mealworms. Don't feed them super worms unless they're a really big tarantula, because my tarantula hates them. She gets like all scared and defensive of them, and she puts her little her little legs up, and she's like, get away from me. But yeah, I would definitely say that they can eat anything as long as it's alive. And believe it or not, tarantulas can actually even eat small mice as long as the tarantula is fully grown and really big, which is kind of disturbing. So that is it for today's Q&A. I don't do much, and there's a ton of questions that I get asked every day, but I tried to give you guys a little bit of leveling here, so I hope this helped. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already to join the Adventures crew here, and please give this video a big thumbs up, especially if you love pets. And if you guys have any other questions, leave them down below so you guys can be in the next Q&A, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!